He didn't look it up on his computer because he needed someone to draw it. And that's why he went to a restaurant and there was a dispute over the price because, like you said, the BYU does not want to pay. No. Where'd he go?
What?
Where'd he go?
Zero dropped.
Oh my God. He has the BYU. The katana got to him.
He's
Oh
gone.
my God. Oh my God. Oh no.
Oh. George Bush accused of...
Yo, guilty.
Lock him up.
That's the guy that Nick showed.
What are you doing with that paper, buddy? Objection.
Oh, hold on.
He threw that at me.
Hey, don't be mean.
The judge just throwing paper at me.
Yeah, the judge is gonna hit him back for you. Don't worry.
Look, I have to say, like, my client is accused of theft of an entire pallet of Oscar Mayer beef franks. But let me ask you, does he look like he can lift that?
Bro,
What would he even do with it?
he ate him off the pallet? That's crazy.
So, we searched this person, He has a phone like anyone else. And not only was there an email, there were multiple Discord messages
Oh my.
of him saying, "Just got the Franks, boys. Be on later."
Oh my
Obviously, he
God.
was never on later, but I would say that's pretty damning because what else would you refer to a Oscar Mayer all beef Frank other than a Frank?
That's a good point. That's a good point. I don't know any other Franks except for the people I know for real. What do you think of the jurors that are definitely not cardboard?
I'll give Nick some more
Damn.
time to
Oh, he
speak.
shitted.
Go ahead. What's your defense? Let's see this. What does that have to do with an email?
Mm-mm-mm.
Nuh-uh.
Nah.
I'll leave it for now in case that comes up in the future, but you're on thin ice, buddy. You didn't even say anything about it? That's crazy, man. Since you didn't say anything, I'll just do that. Alright.
Help! Okay. Let's see. Aside from that, we found something else on this person.
Oh my.
A single earbud.
Ah.
Oh.
And that would match. It was linked to the cell phone found at the scene on his person.
Oh my God.
So he had it linked to his phone, so therefore he guaranteed had his phone on it.
What brand?
So you can't deny it. It was an AirPod Pro.
Oh my God. Those are
Magic.
expensive.
His iPhone XE.
This dude can't even afford a hot dog.
Nope. Spent it all on an iPhone.
Insane.
These fucking cards don't help me defend this guy at all.
Boy, he looks sad over
Hey,
there.
what are
He
you
knows
talking
it.
about Cards, you brought them with you? Come on, man.
I didn't fucking bring this shit. There you go.
Hey,
Alright.
passport.
When he was arrested,
Okay.
the police planted a fake passport on him.
Objection.
No.
Yeah, I can't accept that. I'm sorry. You got no one to vouch for that.
You're going to fucking jail? I got nothing else to say to you.
That's crazy. You're not even gonna help him?
Now this one right here, I think this really puts the nail in the coffin. In his pocket, he had an old banknote. It was an old euro. That would have not been accepted at the grocery store
Oh,
at
that's a
all.
good point.
Therefore, he had no eligible way to pay for it, giving him another route and another reason to steal the entire pallet right out of the back with his phone in his pocket and one earbud in his ear while emailing and messaging his friends on Discord. Hey, do you see what he's doing over there?
Rev.
That's just
Ew.
inappropriate.
Alright.
That's crass and unkind.
Bing bong.
Alright, I got him. I'll keep the attorney in the loop, but man, I'm sorry.
Yeah, this dude's
You
going
got
away forever.
Anything else to say?
Yeah, buddy, leave the decisions to the judge.
Sorry.
Yeah, that
George
makes
Bush.
sense. Yeah.
You were so guilty.
Yeah, I mean, no. Yeah, it makes sense.
Furry drawings? Oh no.
Popsicle?
Freaky.
I hope he's.
He what?
Furry drawings?
No, he didn't.
Uh-huh.
Do such a thing.
Yeah, he
Okay,
did.
look, I'm gonna let the evidence speak for itself.
Look at your dude. He's already worried. He knows what he did.
This is a
Nick,
serious accusation, so I suggest you
Nick,
get
to
some
give them a
evidence on the
turn,
board,
pick up
pal.
the hammer,
it
and
won't
you
be hard.
control-
All right, we'll
Turn.
start with the defense.
On the day of the incident, we have a policeman. He was there on campus doing his rounds. He's the campus resource officer. Now he can corroborate that he saw my client, MT Cumsicle. He was walking around campus, BYU, talking to his buddies about his faith, which, might I add, his faith prohibits the act he is accused of. So I have a credible eyewitness, the policeman, that can account for my defendant on the accused day of the crime.
Wait a minute. You don't even like the police.
That's not relevant to the case.
Oh, bold of him to trust them now, huh?
I don't know. I mean, if you don't like our bailiff, that's kind of
We don't have a bailiff.
bailiff. Smack his pee-pee.
We don't
Oh,
have a
please.
bailiff. Present the
Yes.
evidence.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Hmm.
Yep, that makes sense to me.
Katana.
This better be good.
So, as you can see, he had a katana on him. Now, if there's one thing we know about the BYU alumni, is that they are good Mormon children, or so we thought. Weapons aren't allowed on campus. So if he's willing to have a weapon on campus, who's to say he's not willing to spill his seed with his own weapon?
Objection.
Truly
How
disgusting.
is this relevant to any supposed sexual acts by the defendant?
You know what's relevant? I rest my case on that one.
I find that rude and inappropriate.
You know what's really rude? He didn't even pay for those drawings. I drew them by hand. You
Fuck, you were
do,
being rude. He had a point.
you two love me?
Dude, you hit him too hard.
What's he writing over there? What's he writing over there? I can write
Board
too.
notes.
He's writing the note. That's funny.
I can write notes.
Yes, indeed.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Nick, I think you're supposed to click a button now, but I could be wrong.
Nick, you gotta give him the speech bubble.
Got him.
You just hit him in the head. That's crazy. That's assault.
Now, as much as I would say the katana is not relevant to the case, I have some evidence to back it up even further.
Indeed.
See, there was a cut Ethernet cable in his dorm. That was a leftover tool from the internet company. Now, there's a lot of companies around Utah that provide internet. Some of them, you would say BYU, they would like to cut some corners when it comes to spending money. Save as much as they can. They just happened to hire one that didn't have any proper tools, so they had to use a katana to cut the cable. And therefore, that's why it was in the defendant's dorm room. It was nothing more than a leftover tool of the installation of his internet.
Prosecution, what do you have to say for that?
See, that's so funny. You said I didn't mean to
Yeah,
press
I'll
that.
read this shit.
I'd do that. Oh, I didn't mean to click that one, but we're gonna go with it. So, as you said, they had to use a katana because the Ethernet went out, right?
Of course.
Of course. So that would
hypothetically.
add up with the idea that it was furry drawings. He didn't look it up on his computer because he needed someone to draw it. And that's why he went to a restaurant and there was a dispute over the price because, like you said, the BYU does not want to pay. No. Where'd he go?
What?
Where'd he go?
His internet dropped.
Oh my God. He has the BYU. The katana got to him.
He's
Oh my
gone.
God.
Oh,
I can't. Oh my God. Oh, no. Do I win?
Internet
They
cut
got
out.
his.
Ah,
They got
not
his.
killed.
They cut his internet with a katana.
Nick, that's not how it
Ah.
works.
Is
Nick, you're killing him. You've given him brain damage. I don't think he lives anymore. Nah, for that one, Nick. Hit that left
I
button.
didn't like it. I didn't
He
like
threw
it.
paper at you, Nick. Hit the left button.
Don't hit the left button, Nick. I had a good point. And you
The last
bonked,
one.
and you
Paper
bonked me,
actually-
and you
yeah, the
bonked me in the
right
head 10
button.
times.
You do that, so I don't know what to tell you.
James, you won.
You know, this isn't funny. I'm the one that drew the drawings. Yes, indeed. Oh, I like it up here.
Good evening.
Good evening. Hello. So, Judge the Wise, Thick Asius. Bert. Oh, shit.
Making
On
Ernie
a Sesame
disappear.
Street episode.
Oh, why, Bert?
No,
Ernie.
Bert. Bert. No, Bert.
Oh,
Hold that prosecution.
oh, okay. So, whenever the cops showed up to Bert and Ernie's house, they found this very sharp dart. But they didn't see Ernie. Curious.
Curious.
Now, must I also include another piece of evidence found at the scene, the supposed scene, because there's no proper crime reported other than that of being a missing person.
Sure.
A losing lottery ticket.
Oh, shit.
Now, one might say someone gambling on lottery tickets, they might be desperate, in need of money, anywhere they could get it, which also might potentially mean he was in trouble with someone on the wrong side of the law. Who's to say Ernie didn't just disappear on his own, skip town, start a new life debt-free? Might I also add a very sharp dart? Those are in bars across the country. Would you go into a bar, pick up a dart, and accuse the bar owner of committing a crime simply because there's a very sharp dart? Or would you say, "Wow, sir, you upkeep your bar so well, you even care about the darts"?
Oh, yeah.
I rest my turn in my head.
Ah.
Curious you would say that because they found some mail that had Ernie's name on it.
Oh my god.
But they actually found out he had just forged it because it was
What?
actually Bert's the whole time.
What?
And he bought tons and tons of chips.
Potato?
Objection.
Oh,
How is that relevant? How is that relevant?
Objection.
How did chips factor into the case?
I'm
We've
kind
not-
of.
Hey,
It's
we've
making me
not
hungry.
used chips as evidence yet.
You can turn the chips in to get free money.
Not gambling. He
No,
said
he's a
potato
gambler.
chips.
It's like
He's switching his
it's-
case.
He bulk purchased, man.
Well, shit, is this the same guy who ate the hot dogs?
Now, you say he purchased a mass of chips, yet there are no chips here present. So I'm going to assume we're talking potato and not poker.
No, it's
So,
definitely.
I would bring in the
poker.
empty wine bottle. Yet another sign of a man desperate. On the end of his
I could go
rope,
for some wine.
operating a coin to scratch his lottery ticket, drinking a bottle of cheap wine, and eating chips. Now that sounds like a man who could disappear at any moment. He has no proper food tying him down. None of that can spoil. He had no reason to stay. He was ready to make a run for it at the first sign of danger. Which I would say, I believe that's exactly what happened. I think Ernie disappeared on his own as a desperate move to escape debt.
You know what else they seen whenever they were at the house?
What?
This.
There was.
Oh.
No, dude, that's messed up. But they found
That's
hand
kinda funny.
sanitizer. And
Ew.
it was slathered all over the bathroom.
Oh my
It
god.
was all over Bert. And he kind of let out the back door.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was all over that dart too. So.
Good
who
heavens.
knows?
Now you see, you said it was leading out of the back door on the dart and on the defendant, Bert here. Who's to say he wasn't outside playing lawn darts and he had it on him and he ran inside? Who's to say it wasn't used as an excuse for a cleaning supply in the bathroom? It was a real desperate scene. Who's to say they could afford bleach?
They are in New York. I get that. Yeah.
Windex, Clorox, that's a name brand's expensive. So you can go to the Dollar Tree, you can get hand sanitizer, just like that. Now let me bring up another point. to the disarray of their home and why Ernie would want to escape. Stopped clock. They can't even afford 2 AA batteries in
What
their
did he
clock.
just make his
No watches, no clocks, nothing.
Did you see that?
Who's to say Ernie lost track of time and he didn't just leave?
Oh my
He could
god.
have been late for work.
What
and
if he
didn't
did?
know it. So he just ran outside. He said, "Wow, the sun looks like it's about 11 o'clock. I had to be working at 8:30. How am I supposed to afford my dart sharpening, my wine, the hand sanitizer I used to clean?" I'm painting the picture. Bert here, as much as we would hate to admit it, he lives in squalor. I believe, honestly, Ernie would just want to escape that. Whether for better or worse, for better life, or to escape the consequences of his actions. I rest my turn.
It's curious that you would mention this, because Ernie told Elmo that he would be coming into
Objection.
the doctor's.
Objection. Ernie is not present today.
And-
How did he quote anything? Anything from here on out is hearsay.
Here he's saying it. You're right. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so basically, Elmo was notified he'd be at the doctor's, but when they got to the doctor's, only Elmo was waiting at the doctor.
Oh my
Not
god.
Ernie.
Objection.
We've
Oh wait,
we've
no,
established
sorry.
Ernie
Continue.
is missing. This is nothing new.
Yeah, well, it's curious that he would mention that only an hour before.
Sometimes things come up. Like we've established, he has a very volatile home life. Let's say he doesn't have a very volatile work life too. Perhaps a chance for an
Hmm.
extra shift came up and he had to take it to make a little extra money.
Well,
You know
it's
what? If I had a
curious.
hand up my ass, I'd probably leave too.
Dang.
Shut up, Nick.
Now,
mean, jury?
I have two pieces of evidence coming in right now.
Oh my god.
Found outside of their home, on the sidewalk, was a disposable cell phone. As you see on the card, it says perfect for shady deals. What did I say in the very beginning? That Ernie.
Objection. You're in New York. Everything's a shady deal. Keep going.
Now, who's to say Ernie wasn't caught up in some shady business? Say he was walking outside and he saw a burner phone on the floor. That could be the people after him, chasing his dead. That could be a sign for him to flee. We checked it. It had no fingerprints tying neither Bert nor Ernie to it.
Do Muppets have fingerprints?
No.
Oh.
It did have a fingerprint on it. So it couldn't have been theirs if they
Oh
don't
my
have
God.
fingerprints.
It
That
was.
means
It was jury.
it could have been. Do you
Oh.
see his teeth?
Oh.
I
Yeah,
can't turn around. Is he
He could have
behind me?
eaten through the fence and taken Ernie.
that makes sense. He is disturbing looking.
And now to just circle back on the hand sanitizer and the dart.
Mine
there's
got
a-
no hands.
Wait,
Can't play
it's
it,
not my
can't play
turn.
it.
I rest my case.
It's interesting you would.
Oh, it's my turn. Okay. Oh, it's not my turn.
It's such a- It's interesting you would say all that because they have found two things.
Oh,
They found a shovel, a little bit of stuffing next to it. My
okay.
bad. Never mind. It's not my turn
Okay.
anymore.
Oh, hold on. We'll sleep. So,
I'm so tired.
in the backyard beside the very sharp dart, there was a water gun. And I
Oh,
will
it's
get
my-
back
it's
to you
my
on that
turn.
water gun.
Yeah, like I was saying, they found a shovel with some stuffing next to it and a GPS that leads to
oh
nowhere.
my god. Nowhere? Maybe the batteries are out.
That's a good question. It leads to kind of like a cliffside. They haven't checked down because they can't get.
You said it
there.
led to nowhere. How would it lead to a cliffside if it led to nowhere?
Are you gay?
Objection. Prosecution is flirting with me and I only have eyes for the judge.
Really?
Yeah. Here, I'm gonna pass this note to you. It has like a yes or no, and I think you should,
Okay.
like,
Okay.
yeah,
Is
just let me
Is that a drawing of your ass from BYU and it's in furry form? I knew I was right.
No?
Wait, no.
Okay. I don't have any more evidence, so I would just like to say Ernie was a broke motherfucker. Running from the
That's
wrong
true.
side of the law. Probably the mafia, maybe the Yakuza, maybe the triads. I don't know. I think they would all three personally use burner phones.
A big ass
There's
forehead.
there's no crime of owning a water gun or a very sharp dart. The GPS is simply just a coincidence. As you said before, New York is a hellhole. Who's to say somebody didn't steal the entire dashboard out of a car and they saw a GPS? I'm never leaving New York. Why would I need a GPS? They threw it over their shoulder, landed in front of my client Bert's house, and it just happened to lay there because they don't collect the trash there. It could have just sat there for years. I rest my case. And hopefully in the judge's bed tonight, too.
I mean, with all due respect, I did watch this guy go out and buy all 5 of these items. He bought like a full wine bottle. He drank it all. He bought a water gun. He bought a lottery ticket and then got really mad when he was done. And what's crazy is none of that stuff's actually Bert's. It's all his.
Did you follow this guy the whole time?
That seems like a crime on its own.
But I mean, that's
out.
because like he's so sexy.
Oh, wait, Bert or Ernie?
No, that guy.
That guy over there?
Someone right there.
I can agree to that.
I can't drink wine. I got a heart problem. I think he was following someone who looked like me.
And that's crazy. Then that also means that you picked up all the items off of some random person that doesn't include this case at all.
What?
Are you okay?
I'm perfectly fine. You're the one following people. I say we lock this creep up and get Bert on his way home.
Yeah, I've been sitting here thinking about it. I think you guys should kiss about it.
Okay, my mouth is open.
Dude, come
Stick
here.
your neck out a little more.
I'm trying.
Oh, made you kiss it.
No.
Dude, he got you. I'm sorry.
No.
Let's go. Wait. Yeah, let's go.
Damn, Judge, you're kind of bad.
Oh my, thanks, man. I've been working out. Can you tell?
I can. What are you doing later?
Shit, I'm thinking about working up a sweat. You want to help me with that?
Did I come to?
Yeah, man, I can spot you. I mean, I can spot you wherever you want.
I spotted you straight through the jury too.
I could spot you a mile away. That badass.
Yeah.
Oh, should we just call it here and just say this guy sucks?
It could be a little preview. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. If Judge starts squatting, I might have to take a sniff.
Oh no.
A grave crime indeed.
Nah, bro,
No.
he did it.
Crazy. Bro, I'm gonna be real. That was
I'm
the
kidding. I'm
worst.
kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Hey,
So,
go ahead
on
and
such a
sign.
grave crime, I think it's only fair that the prosecution starts. Prosecutor Mowgli, please present some evidence.
He's
Sorry,
gonna
I just had
present,
to,
all
I
right.
just had to write some notes. Okay, let's see.
Dude, he's tweaking. He's tweaking.
Oh,
Somebody help
see.
him.
My God,
My-
dude,
my
wake up.
My first bit of evidence. What the fuck? My first bit of evidence. This unknown SIM card that we found.
Okay.
It had numerous amounts of videos showing a man eating white women.
Object.
Sustained,
Specifically-
please. What's your objection?
How is he going to say he found that whenever he won't even give me your phone number?
That's fair. Do you have a response, prosecutor?
Yes, I do. The judge's phone number is
No,
Go
there's
ahead.
No way. Go ahead.
330
Okay.
60. I don't remember now. What was I saying?
You were talking about his phone number.
You were explaining the evidence in further detail.
Oh yes, yes. You're right. You're right.
Yeah, the phone number.
The evidence had numerous videos showing a man of his exact build eating white women.
Interesting. Defense, do you have a response?
Well, simple as that can be clearly thrown out the window because there's a lot of men in Ohio with a similar build that do eat white women. That could have been anyone from the upper region.
That is true.
So, if you're going to come with some evidence, buddy, record it, okay?
Wait, he's coming. Hold on.
That literally is
Weird.
recording.
I have this.
Can't believe you
Melted
talked like
wax,
that.
sealed letter, ancient ritual. As we know, Cook, and the viewers elsewhere, Cook is a large man who happens to be a little extreme. We all know this. But he's so extreme to the fact that whenever he does things, has years of college, and as detailed as he does it the right way. Cook wouldn't just simply eat a white woman. If he was going to do it, there would be a process. We
That's
did,
so
in fact,
real.
find a melted wax for a sealed letter of an ancient ritual, but it was dated just 2 days ago. That means if he was going to do it, it's gonna happen. It hasn't happened yet. This happened 2 weeks ago. This random white woman got eaten in Upper Ohio. Couldn't have been him. He was merely prepping for his first bite.
Oh,
Very
boy.
interesting. I'm gonna give the prosecution a chance to speak on the matter.
See, Judge, that can be completely thrown out because, as you can see here, he has a loyalty card to White Bitches Are Us.
Nuh-uh.
This is
Sir,
a known place.
I'm gonna need.
Nuh-uh.
I'm gonna stop you right there. I'm gonna need some information. We did some digging here in the court. We couldn't find any better business bureau registration for such a business.
That's not a place. I would have
So-
shopped there.
So I'm gonna need you to
That's so
expand on
true.
this and just tell the court what exactly that is, because as of right now it's getting close to being thrown out.
White Women Are Us, or White Bitches Are Us, is a underground trafficking area where men like him go to buy white women to eat.
You said men like
I
him.
would
I'm
say
throwing it
like
out.
that.
I don't like your candor.
That's kind of messed up that you would say something like that, dude. I can't.
I'll
Hey,
give you-
you're a problem.
Okay, let's
I'm
keep the
the
let's keep the
prosecutor.
let's keep the
Sorry,
insults
Judge.
to a minimum.
Sorry, Judge. Oh,
Okay.
oh.
Prosecution, I'm gonna give you a chance to present one more piece of evidence, but you better keep it on the straight and narrow. No more underground businesses. We stay above the law here.
Amen.
Love it.
It is known that the defense's client, when caught, attempted to burn down his residence. As shown by the only thing left from his apartment, this burnt wooden spoon. He was so good at burning everything else. Any other evidence he had in his place.
I'll give the defense a chance to explain on this matter.
Your Honor, as you would know, every other third dude in Ohio is an arsonist. This is nothing new. Just search anywhere. You're probably going to find some kind of burned residence. If not, it's probably some crack home that blew up. Come on. This is nothing. This is normal. What?
Objection. Why would
Okay.
he burn his own house?
It's fun.
Oh, he's got you there.
I mean, yeah, he's got a good point there.
Overruled. He makes a good point.
He does make a good point.
All
Now,
right,
Judge-
defense, proceed with your own evidence on the matter.
So, like I said, he was prepping. He's been prepping. This is why just yesterday a restaurant dispute happened because his favorite chef wanted to cook the future woman he was going to eat with soy sauce. He didn't want that. He wanted yum yum. Naturally, a dispute happens. He says, I'm not sharing this. I'm not going to pay for it. Now, why would you do that for a woman who got eaten 2 weeks ago? That does not make any
Objection.
sense.
What's your
Objection.
objection?
The defense of nuh-uh.
Oh, yeah?
Hmm.
I raised your nut and give you.
I say sustained. Move on from the restaurant.
Okay.
Present another piece of evidence.
Okay. As long with him prepping, he had a sleeping bag because he was going to go into his normal wooded Ohio area and prep his ritual. The ritual, whenever they stumbled upon it, had the sleeping bag not used, freshly folded up, had brand new, still tagged. Everything was prepped for the event, not of the event. It never happened. He hadn't done the crime yet.
Interesting. Prosecution, what's your say on this?
My say is, hey,
Let's
If
keep
nothing
the love letters under the table for now.
Sorry, Judge, you're so sexy.
Thank you. Prosecution, proceed.
this is a clear, insane individual.
Nuh-uh.
As you can see, this scratch CD that only plays the same song over and over again.
If you only
Found
could make a
in
deal with
his-
God and get up a swap by. He's his favorite song. Sorry.
What's
Found
he
in
writing? What's
his-
he writing?
CD player that he uses all the time. He's never seen without it. Always listening to it, and it only plays the one song.
Now, while that is interesting, I must say, the defendant's sanity isn't on trial here. How does
The
this
song
relate to the case?
Was
Specifically
I
of eating
Eat
the
White
woman.
Women by Drake.
By the Canadian guy?
Yeah.
I'm throwing that one out. I'm a Kendrick fan. So I would
No,
suggest you get
that's a
with
fair point.
your biggest piece of evidence. Actually, you know what? Don't do that yet. Defense, provide your 2 pieces, and we'll wrap it up with the prosecution last.
So when asked, Mr. Cook, what was your plan all along? He said he had actually met this woman that he was planning on eating. In fact, she's right behind me. He had wrote her this love letter explaining all the different ways he was planning on eating her, and had even said,
Let's hear it.
We all know that Mr. Cook would never write a love letter to a white woman.
Do you know the defendant personally, prosecutor?
Let's be honest. We all live in this small town of Ohio. We all know.
We live in Cleveland.
know.
This is quite a large town, sir.
idiot.
The love letter is admissible evidence.
Can
Proceed
I
with your
can I
claim.
So, with that, he had told her, my great grandpappy said whenever I eat my first white woman, to mail her a love letter and to give an old stamp that he gave him that is dated back to 1940. That's so rude.
Like I said, let's keep the love letters above or under the table for now.
Yeah. So that stamp from his old grandpappy is basically a exclamation point on his first white woman that he was going to eat. Not the one that has been eaten by some other random Ohioan, but the future one. His future yum yum woman. I rest my case.
Okay, we're gonna go back to the prosecution and then move on to your final piece of evidence, and then we'll move into closing statements.
My last piece of evidence is this capless pen that was found at the scene of the crime, where he had written a note saying, "I was here, signed Cook."
Objection.
What is
It was in his handwriting.
Let me check it here.
Objection.
You can't
was
object
not
my
mine.
objection. I'm studying right now. Yeah, this does look like your handwriting, prosecutor.
Did he eat? Did
No,
you wait?
nuh-uh.
Did you eat the white woman?
Did you eat the white woman?
Maybe.
Wait a minute, what's that about?
I didn't. I haven't eaten one in like a year.
Oh, that's good.
Wait,
Okay.
wait.
Yeah, this one died
Statute
2. This was
limitations
2
like
weeks
4
ago.
days.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Defense, what's your closing statement?
Cook is a loving, cannibalistic man that was so set on his first white woman. And I would be remiss if I didn't go at his honor and say he was nearly there. And to be judged so quickly by his stature, by what he looks like, just because this man believes he should, well, that just doesn't sit right with me, Judge. He was so looking forward to eating his first white woman just to get blamed for some other Ohioans.
Okay, prosecution, your closing statements.
My closing statement is, we've all heard him say that he would do it. And honestly, the defense is stinky.
I deliver my judgment that the prosecution is going to jail.
Ah!
Let's go.
No, Big Terry, please, no.
They're gonna eat his ass.
Yeah.
Literally, it's Ohio.